If you're watching this, you probably live in South Africa and you're looking for ways to actively increase your income. And heck, I understand with the cost of living crisis, if you're not looking for ways to actively increase your income, learn about money, learn about how to better yourselves, you are going to get left behind. So the framework that I'm going to be teaching in this video can pretty much be applied to anything, whether you want to start a side hustle, a real business, or just trying to replace your actual maybe 9 to 5 income. It can apply across the board. And I'm so surprised that a framework like this isn't taught in school or isn't widely, taught in our schooling system. It's so simple, but yet the most successful entrepreneurs use it in some form or another. But before we jump into the framework, we need to have a starting point. So let's think of a hypothetical scenario. Let's say you work a 9 to 5, maybe you've been working for 1 to 2 years and you earn, let's say, a solid 30,000 Rand per month, right? That will be our starting point. Now, what I like to do is whatever money or whatever goal you're looking for, let's just call this a 30,000 Rand per month goal. I always like to break it down into what I call your offer price. So how we can break this down is we can either have, one client that pays us 30K, right? Which is pretty much a normal job. You go work at a company and at the end of the month, they'll pay you 30K. You can either, have 2 clients pay you 15K, right? You can break it down further. You can say 3 clients that pay you 10K. You can say something 6 clients that pay you 5K. You can have 10 clients that pay you 3K, or you could have 30 clients that pay you 1K, right? So these are what I call, your offer prices. And this will determine what type of service or side hustle or business you can start based off of the monthly retainers or the monthly costs that you want to, or revenue that you want to, bring into your business. So in terms of the ranges, for example, if you want 3K to 1K per client, this you can do things such as, bookkeeping, right? You can do admin roles. You can do personal assistant, virtual assistant, more virtual than personal. But those are the type of services that you can offer around this region. Within, I would say, this region, you can do, a bit more technical services such as web development, like websites, so on and so forth. You can do your more in-depth accounting. You get the idea. These are your more technical services. Within this region, this is where you would need to offer a more full, in-depth service. So for example, my company, SalesFlow, what we do is client acquisition. So we combine lead generation systems and we essentially build an entire sales funnel for organizations. And this is the range that we operate in. So I'm just going to say software or software marketing. Right. So it's up to you and your personal offer. Who are you going to be targeting, right? Who is your niche? And then what type of service are you going to be offering them? Once we have this, we can then go on to the actual framework that can get us these clients and actually replace our income. Let's jump straight into that. So this little tool here is what business owners and entrepreneurs use to make millions and heck, even billions. It's a simple sales funnel. I like to think of this as the fundamentals of selling anything and making money, right? Yes, sales funnels can be a lot more complex than this, but I don't like to go super complex. Simplicity will always win. I like to stick to the fundamentals and perfect them. So I call this my super simple sales funnel framework, and it's split into 5 stages. And I'm going to go through each stage with you right now. So the first stage is actually a pre-stage. It's a pre-step to the sales funnel. So in the previous section, where we wrote your target that you want to achieve, and we broke it down into your offer amounts. You would have needed to pick an offer or a service as well as a target audience that you could, sell those services to, right? Whether it's web design, personal coaching, whether you have a marketing agency, you maybe do social media, whatever it is for you and your skill level will determine how you approach your offer and to who you are selling this offer to. Now, I want to give you an example of what an offer is. An offer is not the service that you do. If you are a personal trainer, you don't say your offer is I do personal training. That's going to get you absolutely nowhere, because one, who are you offering this personal training to? And there's no incentive towards that. So that's why before we actually build your sales funnel, this is the pre-step. We need to know what is your offer and who is it targeted to. So what you want to do is take your service, take your ideal audience, and craft such a no-brainer offer towards them. So let's say you are a personal trainer and you want to target, I don't know, mothers. You can say, to you help mothers lose 10 kgs in 3 months with no, I don't know, you can say without spending hours in the gym every single day, right? That is an offer, right? It's specific audience, it's a specific time frame, you're giving clear goals and objectives, right? And you're calling out a specific archetype, right? So once you have that, then we can go into the actual meat and potatoes of sales and marketing. So like I said, I call this the super simple sales funnel framework. So this is what I like to do. It starts with your ads. Once you know who you are, who your audience is and what your offer is to that audience, I'm going to get another color here. I then create a video ad towards them, highlighting their pain points. So again, I can say, hey, so let's say I'm a personal trainer. Hey, are you a mother who's struggling to lose belly fat? Already I got someone's attention, right? Then I can go into my pitch, and then you can say, I help mothers lose 10 kgs of belly fat in 3 months using my super secret formula, something along those lines, right? And you're going to create 3 videos, right? 3 videos, and they can have maybe a different hook, maybe a different style, but essentially you're saying the exact same thing. I then launch these ads on Meta, so Facebook and Instagram, and I target the same people that I found who is my audience. I target those people specifically. They fill in a lead form on my Meta ads, and then I send them towards a landing page. Let me get you a different color, right? The landing page will have a heading, a VSL, and then a call to action, right? The heading is just to make sure that they are the right people. So in my heading, I'll say something along the lines of, again, if you are a mother who's trying to lose 10 kgs of belly fat, you need to watch this video. And then in the video, I'll explain my offer in more detail. I'll qualify them by saying who this is for, who this is not for, and how I can help you. And then the call to action would be something like fill in this form or book a meeting with me, right? And then I capture them within my CRM. So for those who aren't familiar with CRMs, CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. Essentially, I'm just capturing their information, capturing their name, their surname, their phone number, and their email. And I also like to capture their WhatsApp number, because in South Africa especially, WhatsApp is the best in terms of getting a response back. So I like to capture them. And then I actually follow up, right? I say, hey, is this Janet? Yes, hey, Janet, hey, I see that you, were interested in losing some belly fat. How about you tell me a bit more about your journey? Something along those lines. Get Janet talking about why that means something to her. I then put them towards either an online meeting, a Google Meet, and then I close them on some type of service, right? And this whole thing can be applied to any industry, whether you're doing e-com. I mean, with e-com, it'll be slightly different, but any type of side hustle, any business that you're trying to start, this is the foundation of anything, right? So whether you're trying to replace your income, whether you're trying to start a whole new business, you need to build it based off of a structure like this. Now, you might be asking yourself, that's all great, Kaylin. what do I use? How do I implement all of this? I don't know how to build landing pages. I don't know where a CRM, what even is a CRM? Chill, right? So the software that I use is called GoHighLevel, and GoHighLevel essentially does everything here for you, right? You can connect your Meta Ads account, you can build landing pages, you can capture details, and then you can connect your calendar and your video conferencing, either Zoom, Teams, Google Meets, all in one platform. So this is GoHighLevel. And the nice thing is, in the description of this video, I have linked a 30-day free trial. I'm going to say that again, an entire month on the house using that link below, where you can test the GoHighLevel platform. You can start building your own landing pages, start playing around with offers, and you can essentially start an entire business within 30 days for absolutely free. So use the link below, sign up, use it, play around, see if it's for you. And after that, hey, if you want to use it, continue using it. If you don't, it's completely up to you. You can cancel at any time. So I hope this video was helpful in helping you understand the structure behind every successful business is some level of a sales funnel, and it doesn't need to be complex. Like you've seen, a super simple sales funnel will do just fine, whether you're trying to replace your income, trying to start a side hustle, trying to start a main business. This thing's going to take you further. And then again, couple that with a system like GoHighLevel and you're golden. Side note, if you want me to make a video on any of the stages in the super simple sales funnel framework, just pop it in the comments below. I read all of them. I reply to most of them. If you want to ask any other questions related to this, just pop it in the comments below. I'll take a look at it. All right, cheers guys.